Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I've got two replays for you in the Tier 8 British TD, the Charioteer. And now I love the Charioteer. I think it's great. It's one of the best Tier 8 TDs in the game, I think. Now I actually think it plays more like a medium, a stealthy medium as opposed to a TD. And on the equipment, you can see I'll sort of run similar sort of setup to most mediums, that are stealthy, which is camo net, reloader and advanced gun lane drive. And on the perks I've got Born Leader, rapid reload, sixth sense, steady aim, situational awareness, muffled shot, silent driving, camouflage expertise and snapshot. And yeah, I just sort of run mostly a camo setup just because sort of using this using its camo to sort of its advantage basically. You got no armor on this tank either, so you do kind of need to be quite stealthy and try not to take shots, otherwise you will get deleted. But yeah, generally I sort of play this tank more like a medium, and sort of use it on the flanks. Obviously you can play the traditional TD role if you want to, but you can move. The mobility is great on this tank, so you can get around the map into various places, and it's quite easy to get out of dodge if you need to, and relocate elsewhere if you've exhausted all your damage options. So obviously I'm on the first replay and we're in Half Your Pass. That's the one. I completely forgot the name of the map. Half Your Pass, or Half-Assed Pass should I say. Just I absolutely hate this map. Yeah, we've gone to Half Your Pass and we are picking up some damage already just from tanks that have been spotted in the back there. We've played the left hand side just because this is sort of more of a better position for TDs to play. It's a bit of an awkward position as well, because if you're not careful you can get caught out and you can get shot down. We get a shot into this T49 here. We've got to be careful of him, so I think he's running the dirt gun. Yes, he is. He gets shut down though, so luckily we don't have to worry about him. And yeah, we've already taken out 5 of their tanks, so we've only lost 1, so it's a decent start. You can see there we're getting there's shots coming in from the back, so we're just sort of using these bushes as cover here. We're waiting for this KV4 kits to come out, KTTS, whatever you call it, the Russian TD. Waiting for him to come out, and we're behind these bushes, going to try and get a shot, and we do track him in place there. Luckily we pick up some track assist as well. Unfortunately he just gets back into cover before we can get another shot off. So yeah, we're just being quite careful here, and yeah, just sort of seeing if this TD pushes out again and we can get a shot into him. But it looks like it's being sort of quite coy and staying behind cover. Now I'm just sort of focusing on the middle of the map, trying to see if there may potentially be some shots. I'm going to pull back from here. I don't want to advance. I don't want to keep advancing because, like I say, there's the possibility I could get caught out from. I mean, like that TD could spot us up across the way anyway, and then sort of the tanks at the back where you can see now in sort of K5 area would get shots onto us. The game seems to be a little bit of a whitewash, and it's a bit of not being a very action-packed game. But it's just a warm-up. The next replay I can guarantee you it'll be a lot more action-packed and a lot more tense. But yeah, this is just sort of effectively just we go on to have a little bit of a okay game in this one. And yeah, we've come to the middle position now, and we're just sort of weighing up our options. We're trying to see if we can make a move on this TD without getting hit. And I'm sort of using the rock in front of me as sort of cover. You can see I'm just sort of making sure that I'm in cover and I don't get shot. We've got round the back of this TD. He's got nowhere to go, and we get a shot into him, shutting that guy down. And now we're just going to sort of push on now. There's 5 tanks left, and we've not really done any damage this game, so it's been quite disappointing. So I kind of want to push the pace now, and then this is where, this is what I've been talking about, the mobility. This is the beauty of the Charioteer, is you can just move in, and we catch this Panzerjäger out. We get a shot into him. Unfortunately, we back up into the Shashka. We get the kill shot on the Panzerjäger. We're now looking at artillery. We've loaded the Hesh here, which we didn't actually need in the end anyway, because he got absolutely rinsed by the rest of our team. So the other good thing about this tank is the Hesh shells. If you come up against lightly armoured targets, or if you're top tier, you can definitely load that Hesh, and if you pen, you can roll anywhere between 450 and 500. You can have some really delicious shots with Hesh, but the problem with Hesh is obviously you need to make sure you pen. You have to aim your shots. We go with a loadout of 20 APCR and 10 Hesh shells, because you can't rely on the Hesh. I wouldn't run a full Hesh loadout, no way. Because like I say, if you're shooting at tank side on, chances are they're going to hit and absorb in the traps, and you're only going to do like 150, 200 damage. And although it's got good reload, it's kind of like, it's not really a good trade, it's kind of, it just reduces and harms your DPM. So the way I see it, you load your Hesh, particularly if you're sort of facing tanks frontally and you can sort of pen their lower plate, you can do it that way. But anyway, we've gone zooming up. We're going to try and see if we can get the final kill here, and we managed to shut down that tank. And yeah, that just brings an end to the first replay. It wasn't a massively overhyped game, but we come out with 5 kills, 2.7k damage and 1200 assists. We pick up the first class there. And just a nice little warm-up game for what's to come. We're going to move on to the second replay now, and here we're on Lakeville and we're top tier. Now you can see everyone is going for the Czechoslovakian TD contracts at the moment, because the lobbies are just absolutely swamped with TDs. And yes, I am adding to that problem. I am trying to go for that contract myself, so yeah, I am a hypocrite. I must admit, like, these contracts, I do kind of wish that they were a little bit, I don't know, I just wish they were a bit more flexible with what they use to do these contracts with, because just using TDs from stages 2 right through to 8 is it's just frustrating, because this is all you're going to get for like the next month or so. But anyway, enough of ranting. We've come to a usual position where we're going to camp up by the town on these ridges. We've already spotted, well, we haven't spotted, but our team has spotted a couple of tanks that have gone down the middle valley, which we managed to get some shots into. I'm not entirely sure why our light tank went up the 1-2 line. That's not a good play, if I'm honest. That really isn't a good play at all. I was quite frustrated at that. As a light tank, I always think you should either be sort of just going up the middle valley to F4 position possibly, to light up tanks crossing the other side, or what I sort of tend to favour is I go down the right of the lake, and then I'll sort of go into the town if I get spotted, because then you can sort of get out and get into cover. That's my sort of play when I'm in light tanks, because lighting up that sort of that back end there is crucial. We get our first kill there. We unfortunately shot down that poor old tier 6, and yeah, the game's kind of, it's in our favour at the moment. We've already taken out 3 tanks. We just need, this snakebite is doing what kind of should have done at the start, because potentially, I mean, look, I'm feeling like the amount of TDs they're going to be camping, exactly where this TD is. And we've got the Hesh loaded here, and we're letting it aim in 416 rolls to take him out in 1 hit there. That's quite juicy. Like I say, Hesh on tier 6s, aimed in at the lower, sort of the weak spots, avoiding the tracks, you are going to pick up big damage. And at this point, I've decided, you know what, I'm going to move on here. Now, we've spotted this heavy, and this is what I'm talking about. If you light up the back, sort of early game, this heavy tank could have been dealt with sort of straight away, quite early on. But, he's managed to sneak through, he's taken out our challenger there, and I'm sort of feeling like we need to get rid of this guy. Because if we can get rid of the heavy and the medium tanks, I mean, both medium tanks are on the 1-2 line, so we don't have to worry about them. So if we can take out this heavy tank, we kind of know where the TDs are going to be. They're all going to be camping. They're not going to make moves through the town. I mean, there is this ISU 152 that's come through the town, but he's about it. Now we get a shot into the back of the IS2 here, and we're going to back up around this building. We've got a medium tank with us, so I'm kind of hoping that the medium tank will come in and help, and he does. And luckily he's distracting the IS2. We can get in and we can get another shot through this guy's bottom plate. I've not gone for the Hesh just because I want to make sure I can guarantee a pen on this. So I'll start with the APCR, put another shot in. That guy fluffed his shot. We've only taken 1 hit of damage from him, which is great. However, ISU 152 there luckily hits the medium tank and not myself. If he hit me, I probably would have been dead there. Now, I'm going to immediately focus my attention to getting this ISU 152 out. That is a dangerous tank, and I don't want to get hit by that guy. And now you can see the game has kind of gone sideways. We've lost the 1-2 line. No idea how. I thought that was in the bag. The amount of tanks we had, but it just goes to show they probably got a bit too brave, pushed, and then got absolutely slapped by TDs. I loaded the Hesh up there. I could have stayed with the APCR there. I don't know why I loaded the Hesh. But yeah, I've opted for it. I've got rid of that tank destroyer. And now our light tank and TD are pushing quite hard down that middle line. And I kind of want to sort of stick. I'm sort of moving my way through the town. I want to get there as fast as possible. So look, ISU 152 there. I need to take that guy out because, that is a dangerous tank. He's part of the platoon as well. You see the platoon are all that's left with the artillery players. There's 4 of us, so take out the first TD player, the Scorpion G. Now trying to go for a shot on the ISU 152 who's gone blind. Luckily I get a blind shot in there, which is great. Now I'm sort of focusing on this Italian TD. I've still got the Hesh loaded. I go for a blind shot, I manage to get it in. But there's just me, this tank destroyer, and 1 artillery left now. And yeah, this is a bit ropey. I'm on 5 kills, 5.1k damage at the moment. It's already turned out to be a great game. And we've spotted up this Italian TD and we managed to take him out. And there's just the ISU 152 and artillery left. Our SU 130Y goes down. And that just leaves me in artillery against an ISU 152 and 2 artillery. So this is really squeaky bum time here. And I'm asking artillery to cover me. Not had any response, but it's fine. I'm just hoping that he can cover. The ISU 152 is a 2-shot to us. We squeezed that shot in, which is brilliant. I'm surprised that went in, to be fair, but we squeezed that shot in and we put him down to a 1-shot. We've still got majority of our hit points, which is good. We can take a hit, but however, I kind of don't really want to take a hit from the ISU 152 or artillery, because all 3 of those can do massive damage. Particularly, the artillery, especially if it hits the top of my tank, which has 0 armor, bit less armor than what I've got on the front and all that. I feel like I'm probably going to be dead. We did light up the artillery there, but the ISU manages to get a shot into us, and that's what I'm talking about right there. And I kind of feel like, Christ, my game's gone here. Both artillery missed their shots. I dice with death, but somehow I've managed to survive. I sort of stuck out there because I sort of figured that artillery was going to sort of make some sort of weird dumb play. Which luckily he does, and I managed to get him shot down for the 7th kill. I hide behind the building, I waited for artillery to take the shot, And I'm in two minds here. I'm sort of thinking, can I possibly, if I can get rid of ISU 152, I kind of know the game is in the bag. I was also thinking I could light up that ISU, but the strange thing I noticed was when that ISU was lit and the artillery was lit, our RT didn't fire at all. So I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe he's AFK, I don't know. At this point I had no idea, but there was no shots from artillery and he sat in the same place. Now there's nothing kind of wrong with where he's sitting, but I would have expected him to possibly move. I was expecting something, some sort of communication, movement. There's absolutely nothing. So I'm sort of making my way back here because I thought, Joe, what? I'm not going to sit in the same place. The ISU 152 is probably expecting me to make a push and try and light him up. So if he's facing that way, if he gets a shot on me, that's it. I'm done. You know, even possibly splashing the ground next to me, even if the shot dirt, probably still going to die. And even if he doesn't shut me down, artillery most definitely will. Whether it splashes or whether it gets a shot on, I'm dead either way. So I just sort of felt like I'm going to make my way here. And I'm going to make my way around the back. I sort of figured I could possibly get a shot on, you know, artillery. I sort of figured artillery was going to be in that place where they usually are. And I've just drove past and you can see there our artillery is AFK. So yeah, thanks for that, guy. Cheers for the help. So he didn't even turn up to spectate, just literally sat AFK. But it is what it is, you know. We've all got lives. Someone may have knocked on the door. I know you've got kids. Dog ran loose. Who knows? But so we kind of just realised now it's us against two. It's us against artillery and this ISU. We've got to make it work. We've somehow got to try and win this game and clutch up ourselves. So I've opted for APCR. You know, I could have gone for the Hesh. However, I sort of figured if I come across the ISU 152 first, I wanted to guarantee the pen. I need a one shot for me even on APCR. I'm gingerly making my way forwards here. I'm trying to see, I've just seen a tree fall over as well. I spotted the tree falling over and I thought, right, someone's over there. What is it? It's the ISU, and thank God for that. I'm so glad it's the ISU, because if it was artillery, then it would have been kind of like, you know, it would have been game on. It would have been a hunt for the ISU. But we've taken him out, and we've got artillery left, and we've loaded the Hesh. This guy's full hit points. Now, again, I'm being very cautious. The artillery could quite easily kill me with splash. So I figured, right, okay, do you know what? I'm going to double back on myself. I'm going to go around and I'm going to make him think I'm going around the other way, but I'm going to come back where I originally was. However, he's just proxy spotted me again. So he's playing quite smart. He's proxy spotted me up, and I'm going to sort of go around and I'm going to repeat the process. This is like cat and mouse right here. And yeah, I'm going to try and do the double bluff. Now this time I'm taking a wider angle and I'm going to lose the spot. Now I'm going to make him think that I'm double backing on myself, but I'm going to go all the way around and I'm going to try and see if I can catch him off guard this way. So I'm sort of just creeping out ever so slowly. I don't want to get caught out here. He's turned this way. However, he just didn't really turn properly. Now he's going full yellow. We've made him mad. It's like kicking a hornet's nest. He's come around. We're going to let him come around and get a kill shot there for the 9th kill. And yeah, that was a heart-stomping game. It was just absolute madness. We come top of the board there with 9 kills and just under 7.7k damage. Probably one of the most phenomenal tier 8 games I think I've ever had, may well ever have in the game. We pick up 252 assistance there, and yeah, we've sort of gone on. We've got the Pascucci's, we've got Destroyer Radley Walters, we've got the Ace Tanker, we've got the High Caliber. We've just gotten a whole range of medals there for our efforts. So yeah, that was quite some game personally for me. Shame there wasn't one tank left to get a pools medal. But nevertheless, it was a good game and I enjoyed it. But anyway, guys, that's enough from me, and I will catch you next time.